Hey everybody, I'm Captain Floofers.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And welcome back to Ocarina of Time. When we last left off, we beat the Spirit Temple, and in the meantime, as seen in the extra video, I did find that last Skulltula.
Oh, excellent. I missed that. Where was it?
It was in the tree in Kakariko Village, but you have to be a kid in order for it to show up.
Oh, you have to be a child when you hit the tree.
Yes.
Yes, because when you become an adult, the spider gets old and dies.
I guess.
The circle of life.
And I went back to Twin Rova's room and picked up that heart container we missed.
Nice. So we're back in Ganon's tower.
And we got to do this Technicolor force field bullshit.
Hooray!
So I don't know what order you want to do them in. I do
Oh,
know that we can basically technically kind of do these in any order, but we do have to go to the shadow barrier room first.
You are the man with the controller, so you
yeah.
make the decisions on what.
I'm just saying we have to. The only stipulation is we have to do the shadow room before we can do the fire or light rooms.
Okay, well let's do the shadow room then.
Okay. Because in here is a particularly special thing that we need.
Is a goofy-looking bat.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make these fire arrows.
The goofy-looking bat of greed and hatred.
Actually, gonna go ahead and also swap over to the Kokiri tunic because the like over there doesn't eat mirror shields, but he does eat any non-Kokiri tunics.
Oh,
And
okay. Well, we certainly don't want to lose those.
And if he spits us out over the edge,
And we're about to break.
then we lose the tunic and have to go like buy a new one.
Oh
And,
shit, that wouldn't be good.
Not that we particularly need it, but if like we were wearing the Goron's tunic, that might be a problem because
Yes.
the fire room is hot, so we do need the red tunic for that.
The fire room is very hot. There are no uninvited guests in the fire room.
That's basically the gimmick with this, is that you have to light those torches to make these invisible platforms show up.
To make them become visible.
Yes.
Is it over there? Oh, there's a switch. Much like the Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's gone.
Much like the Nintendo Switch. Which is getting Deadly Premonition 2 now.
Yes! You guys, we have not been forsaken.
And Deadly Premonition is on there right now. So
Yes, it is, and they want
$30.
$30 for that shit. Man, that's ridiculous.
I'm not paying $30 to play Deadly Premonition again. I'm probably not going to play Deadly Premonition again.
They also just released Torchlight 2, which they do not want $30 for. But if you like to play action RPGs and you have a Switch and you don't have Diablo 3 on it already for some reason, that would be an excellent choice to replace it instead.
I don't have Diablo 3 on my Switch because I'm not going to give Bethesda any money.
I don't think you're giving Bethesda any money.
Oh.
Diablo 3 is owned by Blizzard, who is owned by Activision. So
I don't want to give them money either right now.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Can I go across from here or no?
I don't blame you though. You know, Blizzard, Bethesda, you know, they both start with B's and end in tears.
So does EA. It's B-A. Damn it. But yeah, I don't know if you're planning.
Electronic Arts.
I don't know if you're planning on getting Deadly Premonition 2, but I don't know if I will.
I very well may. I feel somewhat, necessary. The thing about Deadly Premonition is it is a game that I'm very glad exists. I just don't know that I could recommend it to anyone necessarily.
Well, the thing is, I as much as I love Deadly Premonition, it's not a good game.
No.
At all.
No, here are all the worst segments from survival horror games of the 90s. And a plot, and the worst, a plot that moves at the speed of molasses, and the absolute worst driving controls I have seen probably in a video game, period.
And they never fixed them for the director's cut. Maybe Swery just really wanted the controls to be that bad.
Oh, that was his vision. Absolutely.
I wouldn't put it past him. But if you ever do get Deadly Premonition 2, then you're playing it on the channel.
Understood.
Because it's definitely a game that I would rather see being played than play myself. We got the Golden Gauntlets.
Golden Gauntlets.
There are special things that we can pick up with them.
Like
that we
girls.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, they're not that weighty. You could probably lift them.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, yes. And I totally was thinking that all along. I wasn't,
Absolutely.
I wasn't improvising. I never improvise on this channel. All of my remarks are written ahead of time, including this one.
Oh, you know what it is?
What is it?
I am going about this the wrong way. I need the lens of truth to see the other platforms over here.
Oh, dear me.
And we also need to equip the Megaton Hammer, because that is a rusty switch.
Whoa. Oh.
Again, the thumbstick is not great for this game.
No, No, still using the Wii U Pro controller, but yeah. It's only the best of several bad options.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's not a bad controller. I don't hate the controller overall. I just don't like it for this game. Like everything else I've played using these controllers to play has been fine.
Make your way across the Ribbon Dancer Bridge.
Whoop, goes up and then it falls.
What? Oh, okay.
That's part of the commercial.
No, I know. I was just confused because it looked like there was no way across. There we go. Oh. Now we no longer need to see the truth.
And at the end of all of these rooms, there's this thing.
Oh, it's Sauron!
So what we do is we equip light arrows.
The testicle is formed.
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, there's actually a... these pots have free magic and arrow refills.
Yay!
So I do want to take advantage of those. And then we just shoot this with an arrow. Light arrow.
Be formed. How girl get pregnant. You just destroyed a Yahoo Answers line. Oh, hey! It's Impa.
The shadow barrier's dispelled. Please save the princess.
How do you keep track of all those? That's why you're the channel runner and I'm just the co-host.
I don't remember all the voices, but I remember all the ones that matter. Including Dobby the moron.
It warps us back to the main hall? That's very convenient.
Yes.
Very convenient.
Now, before we go on, now that we have the Golden Gauntlets, we can go outside, because there is something that we can lift out of the way with these. Just outside here. Basically, it's going to be our last upgrade of the game. And it's going to be a very, very helpful one.
But Floofers, can you lift a feeling?
Yes, I have the Golden Gauntlets. What kind of fool do you take me for, man?
I don't know. Tonight's episode is also sponsored by Fizzy Lime Water.
Not sponsored.
I don't like this Fizzy Lime Water as much as the one I usually drink, though. I forgot to get my usual...
Is it a different
It is.
brand?
I forgot to get my usual Fizzy Lime Water from the grocery store.
Oh, that's
so I
7-Eleven
stopped
brand.
at 7-Eleven on the way here and got Fizzy Cherry Lime Water, which it's okay. At least it's not like that shit I got from Walmart that had aspartame in it and was basically just clear diet soda. But it's okay.
So we could lift these big obelisk things now.
Oh, look upon my works, ye mighty, in despair. Oh wait, never mind.
And Hulk smash.
Oh, excellent.
So we can just head on right in here. This is the last of these we're going to be seeing.
The last time we relive our trauma and abuse.
Until Majora's Mask.
Are we playing Majora's Mask?
Eventually.
Majora!
That's gonna be like after we're streaming, though.
Cool.
I believe is when we're gonna start playing Majora's Mask. But I have a whole bunch of other stuff I want to play in between. I think what we're gonna do, if I can get everything set up and working, maybe start streaming with this. the next thing I wanted to do were a couple of Link to the Past randomizer Triforce piece collecting things.
Triforce Hunt. I
Triforce
love
Hunt,
Triforce Hunt.
So I basically would do like one seed for Greg, one seed for me.
It's one of my favorites.
And because I got the
Can you enhance my defensive power against you? Receive it now. Assume the position.
Strip. But because I've actually fixed all of what was ailing my computer.
Yay!
After much trial and error
and much Googling.
And finding solutions in the weirdest places.
Oh yeah, sometimes the oddest things. Floofers had an issue loading a USB hard drive in Linux Mint, and it turned out the solution was changing a BIOS setting
to enable multiple monitors.
Yes. Apparently it changed something, but the flavor text on that indicated that it changed something from software to hardware, which is where it is, because the error message that came up had something to do with the graphics drivers. Now, why the graphics drivers are causing you to not be able to boot a USB hard drive, I don't fucking know.
Quite frankly,
but
I don't care.
I don't care either. I Googled it, and I did what the Google said, and we fixed it. That's the best we could hope for.
We put the Google on the computer.
Oh, and now we have this snazzy white border around our hearts.
Yes, so we have double defense, so we take half damage now.
Excellent. We are the men who hold high places.
Okay, so now that we have the golden gauntlets, we're pretty much free to just do any of these without any trouble.
Nice. I listened to Rush the entire time I was putting disassembling and reassembling my kid's bed in another room. So that was cool. When I say taking it apart and putting it back together, I know what you're probably picturing is just like a bed. So it's like, why don't you just pick the thing up and move it? No, you should see my kid's bed. It is up on metal stilts. It's like a bunk bed that only has the upper bunk. And it has a slide that he can slide from the bed down to the floor on. It's cool as hell, first of all. But I had to take the entire thing apart to move it down the hall.
Where the hell were these kind of beds when I was a kid?
I know! At IKEA, apparently.
So the reason I put the hover boots on is because as soon as you jump onto this middle platform path thing, it will start sinking into the lava.
Oh, well that's...
But if you have the hover boots on, it will not do that. These still will
Pro strats
do that, but
I'm like, you are gonna grab it, right, Link?
Eventually. I hate using the hover boots, but this is the only way we can go about doing this. We have to get all these shiny silver rupees, of course.
If only you had a hover round. Yes, I'm gonna make that joke one last time. Oh no!
And I think this does reset the rupees, as it does.
Yes, it does.
See, I don't know... I know completely off topic, but I don't know when we last talked about Yes.
The band, Yes?
The band, Yes.
The progressive rock outfit?
Yes. I remember, like, a long time ago saying... I mean, not a JoJo reference, but listen to Roundabout.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, it's okay, but I don't know. And I really wasn't into it. Oddly enough, I was into what you call pop Yes, but...
Yes. Well, you always liked the mid-'80s synthesizer era of Rush as well.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense. You know, if you're listening to Force 10, not Force 10, Hold Your Fire, Force 10's a song, and Power Windows and Grace Under Pressure and shit like that, then you would absolutely like the quote-unquote pop era of Yes, because it's similar.
So here's the thing about Roundabout. For whatever reason, I started getting it in my head, parts of it, and then I just started listening to it all the time, and I'm like, okay, I like this song now.
I listen to it all the time, and now I have found a religion based on... Oh my goodness. You melted him with your light arrows. Now I found a religion based on the song Roundabout by the band Yes. No. Yeah, they're good. You should listen to the Yes album is the title of it. That does not have Roundabout on it. That one's on an album called Fragile, but I don't like that one as much. Oh no!
I think because we have all 5, though, we're good. Yes.
Yes, awesome. The Yes album has that "I see no good people" song on it.
Yeah.
And although it did not have any radio hits, their best album, in my opinion, is an album called "Close to the Edge," which is similar to Rush's 2112 and Hemispheres, in that the first what the first side would have been on a record is all one long, like, 18-minute song. And then there's, like, a couple other songs on the back half. Including...
The back half? Oh, you mean like what would be
the second
B-side?
side of it. Yeah, I think it's, like, 5 songs is the whole album. But the first song is, like, 20 minutes long. And then it ends in, what is... Don't quote me on this, but it's probably my favorite Yes song.
I will quote him on that later.
The song Siberian Katru, which is just like 7 minutes of like awesomeness.
So Bytor and the Snow Dog.
And then like that. Oh, go ahead.
The fire barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, brother.
You're a fucking Barton. Oh, and we're back to the main hall. That's a very convenient teleportation. Love it. Hi, big money, big prizes. I love it.
So I'm just kind of going counterclockwise now. So the light room, you need the golden goggles because there's one right in front of the door. And this will just like that's just how powerful the force field is, I guess.
Nice.
But yeah, that's why you need to get the golden gauntlets before those two, is because you have to lift those.
And also, while we're talking about necessary progressive rock albums, bookmark this one for later, Patrick. Just make a little note in the video for yourself. Oh, nice. The albums Foxtrot and Selling England by the Pound by Genesis. And...
Oh, okay.
If you like the pop, I was gonna say the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson is amazing. But if you like the sort of the pop synthesizer, Yes and Rush, I would definitely recommend the albums that King Crimson was putting out during the same time, like Discipline, which have a very heavy influence of both that and like the Talking Heads.
Okay. I haven't listened to much Genesis.
Other than that, what else? Oh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery, and Carcass. You can pretty much avoid all their other albums because they get extremely bad after Brain Salad Surgery, like painfully bad. One of the things I would always one of the like random like projects in my head I've always loved to make is a like made-for-TV documentary about the filming of, about the breakup of Emerson, Lake and Palmer and the recording of their final album. The like legitimately one of the worst albums ever recorded. Their abysmal record, Love Beach. You can tell just from the name that this is gonna be a painful album to listen to. Because I would love to make a film about the circumstances of them that this is a completely like nonsensical simile, but it is to Emerson, Lake and Palmer what Saint Anger is to Metallica.
God.
Except Metallica didn't break up after making Saint Anger.
So in that previous room, there were 6 chests around.
Sorry.
3 of them had invisible bats on them. And I opened one that didn't have a bat on it. It had like an ice thing in it, which hurt me. So basically the ones that have the bats on them are safe to open, but once you kill all the bats, then you get a key.
Those and get the key. Nice. They're making another, speaking of which, Metallica, they're making another...
Oh, please, no.
They're making another orchestra album, apparently.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I liked S&M okay, but That was also before Saint Anger.
Yeah, they're doing a couple. I know they're doing another concert with the orchestra, and there's. I know that they've said there's going to be like a one of those, like, you know how they do like the special cinema things. Like, you know, you go see a movie and it's like they show you like things where they're putting on like a play, or like there's like a concert movie or something. They're doing one of those for it. They haven't officially announced an album, but I'm sure it's coming.
Oh, you mean like the little, like, I guess little mini movies they show during concerts, like right before a song or something like that sometimes?
No, I mean like how you go to the movie theater and now they advertise shit like the riff tracks, like shit that's not like a normal movie. It's just like something that's showing for like one night or whatever.
Oh, like Fathom events.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like a Fathom event. They're doing one of those for the Metallica orchestra concert. They haven't announced they're doing an album of it yet, but I'm sure that they're probably, once they do get all the money they can from the Fathom event, they'll probably put out an album.
Because when you said like concert video, the first thing I thought of was one of the more recent Rush concerts where they had a little South Park thing that was made specifically for the concert.
Oh, nice.
Little Rush, and it led into them playing Tom Sawyer.
When I saw Dream Theater, also another good progressive band, although more on the metal side of things. When I saw them live a few years ago, they did a thing with one of their songs where they had a whole video...
The light bearers just built. Hurry.
Video thing using Mario Brothers. Like their song. It was weird. Anyway. So that was the light barrier.
Yeah, the last room had rupees I had to collect within a certain amount of time, and then the room where the barrier would have normally been was a trap. There's actually a wall master in there and an invisible wall you go through to get to the real one.
Excellent.
But you saw that.
Yes. I'm still mad that they never let Dompe be a sage. He really should have gotten to be a sage.
Well, Dompe has...
Ingo. Hard-working Ingo.
Look, if Ingo hates his job so much, he can just quit, okay?
Oh, that's what they always say. Just find another job, like, that pays better, and your boss is a piece of shit who falls asleep and mistreats you. Yeah, like, jobs in Hyrule are just growing on trees.
Yes. But Dompe actually has bigger, better duties now because he's in charge of making dungeons in Link's Awakening. So.
Oh yes. I'm excited for that.
I'm excited.
I know you're
for that.
excited for that as well.
That and
the 20th, right? That's coming
the 20th, and then the week after that is Dragon Quest XI on the Switch.
Fuck yeah!
I have played the demo of that, and
goes all the way to Gallipolis apparently.
Right before you leave, go through the gate to go to Gallipolis.
Okay, excellent.
So that's a good 10 hours worth of game, and it's not even truncated or anything. It is the game up to that point.
Nice.
And it has the only feature I wasn't able to use was the 2D mode. Apparently, that's only in the.
Oh, that's a shame. Version. I would have loved to check that out ahead of time.
But the orchestral suite is the music in the demo.
Fantastic. Nice. Yeah, I said that in the previous video, but I don't dislike the music in
I'm the same way,
but I would have preferred the orchestral version.
Yeah, like I said, I feel the same way. I didn't mind the MIDI music because the compositions were still good. Mm-hmm. But the orchestral suite is such an improvement.
Oh, absolutely. I've listened to it on YouTube. It's so much better.
Okay, so what we do here, I have to do a spin attack to hit this crystal switch on the other side of this. And I'll drop a chest for you in here. This is just in case you don't have any, but the chest has bomb chews inside.
Oh, excellent.
And you gotta use the bomb chews to hit that crystal switch over there.
What if we just gave the switch a cold?
I didn't realize I could hold that many bomb chews. I thought it was linked to your bomb bag. Like you can only do max those in the bomb bag, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
Like its max is 50, not 40. Yeah, it's not like we use them that much anyway. They're a lot more useful in Majora's Mask.
Oh, you thought you forgot the sun in his jealous sky. Well, I'm back, bitches.
What you have to do here is burn the webbing on the ceiling. There's going to be some light. Let the sun shine in. Push the right button. And, basically reflect on the suns until you get the one that opens the door and doesn't send a wall master after you.
Oh, wonderful. It couldn't just be, oh, you got it wrong. It's also,
You get punished. I don't think there's a way that you can really tell unless you know, beforehand, which I haven't memorized that.
Is it always the same one?
I don't know if it's always the same one or not, but I'm fairly sure it is. Usually with stuff like that, it is.
Yeah. If you know whether it's always the same one, please comment below and remember to like and subscribe. I've noticed someone keeps it's not you, is it? Someone keeps liking all of our videos.
It's probably slashing.
Probably slashing. But so my constant reminders to like and subscribe must be working.
Thank you, slashing.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, kill the walnut, the poly walnuts.
Kill the orcs.
Hey,
destroy the orcs. Don't kill the walnuts. The spirit barrier is dispelled. Hurry up, kid.
Might fit into my badass red jeans. And we're back. How many more we got?
Two.
Two more.
We got the forest and the water. Although this is also like I said
that
before.
Sounds like a Yes song.
With the forest and the water.
The forest and the water. The swallow flies above the forest and the water. I can't do a John Anderson voice. It's beyond me.
I don't know a lot of the words to Roundabout, but
oh well,
it's a lot like that.
It's all gibberish.
And they stand there.
Yes was a little bit different than a lot of bands at their time. Well, not necessarily.
Well, they sure were progressive.
That a lot of their songs, the lyrics just didn't mean anything. It was just whatever John Anderson thought up and thought sounded good.
A lot of it did.
Hey! Oh. Almost there.
Oh,
what? That was a direct hit! Wall hacks. There we go.
Oh, and of course these ones.
Pulled a little sneaky on. Yeah. Yes. Hyrule has apparently perfected the art of having torches that
torch-based entry, I would call it.
Extinguish themselves after 20 seconds. Ah!
These are fans. This is one of the
they're the things we don't have.
Yeah. I see what you did there now.
It hurts.
So this is something that there's been some speculation that the Forest Temple was originally supposed to be a wind temple, and this is kind of evidence toward that. Also, the fact that the Forest Medallion looks like a
oh,
fan,
it does
kinda.
look like, yeah.
What else do I want to do? I wanted to take out the Ocarina.
Now, see, if it was the Wind Hand Temple, then the medallion would look like weed.
I don't understand that. I don't get that reference.
Wind Hand? They're a doom metal band?
No.
Okay, never mind. He's dead, folks! Oh, whoop, there we go.
I have to use hook shot here in places. Apparently not from there.
Can you grab the coin with the... If only Link could jump.
Link can jump, just not in conventional ways.
Oh, you probably have to go hit that switch over there. It probably, causes a platform to go up or something.
Oh, you know what it does? There's a hook shot pillar there now.
Ah.
And that's time.
Time!
So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and when we come back, more taking these barriers down in Ganon's castle. So until then, I've been Captain Floofers.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?